friend Hamza.
My
I'm
friend.
gonna give you a chair, man. Healthcare worker, brother, on the front line, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'll tell you. I'm surprised you're not in the hospital these days, because Turkey is getting hit now, man. Turkey is getting hit.
I'm sorry. Is there a same thing in your country or other country?
Yeah, it's terrible situation over here, man. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Is there a club in your country?
Yeah. Every night. Everyone opens the window and they get out there and they clap and people hit like their pots, boom, 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 for the healthcare workers. Yeah, it's front line, man. Look at my look. I give you an example. Okay, just give you an example. My wife. Okay, my wife. As I explained to you, she works in the same capacity as you do. Okay, and she works at one of the wealthiest. Well, I don't know if the wealthiest, but a very wealthy hospital. A very wealthy hospital. Okay, make a lot of money, but they tell them that they cannot wear masks. They cannot wear masks. Okay. Crazy. It is crazy, man. It's so freaking crazy. Okay. and if you cannot bring a mask from outside.
How they can't provide masks?
Because they have
possible, because mask is not expensive thing. Crazy, man.
I don't understand. You see, but this is the thing, okay? Why, to me, for example, they said, okay, because she deals with neonatals, patient, NICU, neonatal babies, premature babies.
Yep.
Premature. So they've isolated the babies. They've isolated them. Okay. But
yep.
And they said, okay, the babies are isolated, but when the parents come from outside, they don't like put them through a machine to clean them out, clean them and disinfect them. The parents come and they touch the baby, and so it's a what we call a time bomb. Okay, but this is the reality we're living today, where people think of profit. It's all perception. The perception. They don't want the nurses to go around with masks, because then people are going to think, oh, the nurses have masks on means that they're sick. The situation is a lot worse than they want to present it to be.
They escape when people see me, and they start escape from me.
Yeah, they think you carry your virus.
Very unconscious. Very unconscious. Actually, it was a horrible. It was a horrible thing in my life. It was a horrible thing, especially after yesterday in a hospital.
Right.
Somebody come to hospital to visit your parents, to visit his parents.
Right.
But security didn't allow to go to visit her parents, his parents. But and then he was how can I say this? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Check it. Figure it out.
Yeah. He stepped them. He stepped them.
Stop them.
Yeah. It was horrible. Actually, it providing prevent is very important.
Right.
Rules are very important to prevent sickness and virus and other things. Violence.
Right.
Violence is a big problem in Turkey to help persons.
Oh, really? Violence against help people? You mean in the hospitals, people get violent?
Yeah,
wow.
Violence is a big problem, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give an example of an incident. Okay, so as you know, because you're working in the healthcare, so you understand these things. For example, a scenario: you're taking care of a child, a baby, and the doctor says give the child certain medication or do some tests to the child, but the father, he's a drug addict or mentally deranged human being, comes in and starts screaming and want to fight the whole staff. Because he doesn't agree with the situation. Okay. Now the health worker like yourself, you have to take the abuse. You have to take the abuse, okay? Because you cannot respond. Because if you respond, they're gonna fire you. They're gonna tell you have to leave the hospital. So you have to take the abuse from these people, because it doesn't matter how bad or how crazy or these people are. You cannot respond to them. They are always right. You understand me? At least that's the idea. So I understand what you're talking about, So you have to call security. Security comes, grabs them, takes them out. You see?
Yeah, actually, you are right. I feel them, but it's a problem. For example, actually not for example. I am there. I'm there for help them.
To help them.
It's a big thing actually. I mean, for now, I don't see my family. I don't visit them to protect patients. It's a big problem. But patients or people stay home. While people stay home, we are working in dangers. It's a big problem. They have to respect us.
Right. They have to respect. You have to respect the rules and regulations, and the decorum of the environment. Decorum. Let me write. Decorum means the environment. You have to respect the place that you're in. For example, in a hospital, you cannot be screaming and acting crazy in a hospital, because there are people there who are not who don't need to have that kind of environment. Like when you go to court before the judge, you have to have a certain decorum. You have to behave. Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. How are you, Your Honor? Even if the judge says to you, "Oh, what is wrong with you?" You have to say, "Yes, Your Honor." You're stupid. Yes, Your Honor. I am stupid. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Work, and I think stagiaire, work, and money not, work.
It's
a French thing. It's a French statement. I think work, money, no money.
No, we say in Spanish, mucho trabajo, poco dinero.
Poco dinero?
Mucho trabajo, a lot of work, poco dinero, little money.
Yeah, that's a real, man. That's a real, unfortunately.
Yeah. But how are you doing? Hamza? How are you physically and mentally and emotionally?
Yeah, everything is doing good. I had a cough.
A cough. A cough.
Cough. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that correct pronunciation?
Yeah. Cough. You had a cough. Right.
Yeah. I had a cough. But now I have no cough.
Okay.
I feel very good. I feel ready to go to hospital. Today, I am going to hospital as usual.
Okay, but let me ask you a question.
Of course, man.
So you have a cough. Right? Now, of course, one of the symptoms is a cough, a dry cough.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they know that you have a cough, will they still allow you to work?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh,
okay. They still. Actually, there is not enough symptoms.
Okay.
To avoid. I'm sorry.
To prevent you.
To prevent you, maybe. Also, fever.
Right.
Cold.
Right.
Diarrhea, and maybe not diarrhea.
No, not that.
In Turkish, diarrhea.
Oh, you mean like gastro issues, gastroenteritis, stomach?
Enteritis stomach.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
diarrhea.
We call it gastroenteritis.
Diarrhea.
Okay, diarrhea.
Yeah, it's a symptom.
Oh, really?
Symptom.
I didn't know that was a symptom. Okay.
Yeah,
that's why everybody's buying the toilet paper.
Diarrhea, is that correct?
Diarrhea.
And stomach ache. All the symptom, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Also, true.
Nausea.
No. I mean throughout. No.
Throughout. Nose, nostril. Oh, throughout.
Vomiting.
Yeah, we call it
throughout.
The term that we would use, medical term, would regurgitation.
Can you please can you write it down? I wondering.
Regurgitation. Let me see, because I'm not sure my spelling here, but let me see. Yeah, regurgitation. Okay, so this is regurgitation.
Throwing up. Yeah.
Yeah, regurgitation is throwing up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I am taking a note.
I'm teaching you some medical terms, so when you're ready to take your exam to become a famous nurse in the United States, you could, I know, one of the symptoms of the virus is nausea, which leads to regurgitation.
Yeah,
nausea.
I took a note on my phone.
Right.
I am using an application to learn new vocabularies.
Right.
Before the write, I add a picture to learn better.
Okay.
And first of all, I write definition, and I write term and definition.
Right.
And I will study. Sometimes I will study on it.
Okay.
To learn.
You know what the word nausea is? Nausea.
Yeah, I know something.
Nausea means the sensation of feeling wanting to regurgitate. The sensation when you have nausea, you want to yeah, that's a sensation. Like for example, women who are pregnant, they have something called morning sickness. In the morning when they wake up, they feel nausea. They
Anorexia.
Right.
It is like that. Anorexia is a big. For example, if you are throwing up, if you are throwing up yourself, constantly, and then you would be sick,
right,
and because of throwing up,
right.
So I mean, actually, your body broke down, maybe.
Right. Your body breaks down. Yeah.
Breaks down. Especially your stomach doesn't. After then your stomach doesn't work.
Right. Okay. So when you nausea. Right.
Nausea.
Right. So for example, some people get nausea is many ways, like car sickness. Or you have some kind of bacteria from anyway. That's it. But these are some medical terms you need to learn. I could teach you some medical terms when you're ready to go and become a nurse or whatever in the United States or England, you know the terminology. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to learn it. I have to learn them, but there are many terms.
Many terms.
I have to. There are many terms that I have to learn.
Of course. But you know, if you learn the basic terms, then the other terms you could learn. You know, blood.
Yeah.
You know, taking the blood pressure.
By the time.
Right.
Blood pressure.
Right.
Blood pressure and fracture. Also, I learned tissue.
Right.
I learned something actually. Maybe fever, cough.
Yeah.
Headache, stomach ache.
Yeah. Sore throat.
Sore throat, yeah.
Right.
Sore throat.
Right. Nasal congestion.
Yeah, congestion.
Yeah, nasal congestion. Sinus, sinusitis, infection.
I don't know.
Infection of the sinus. The sinus is the
sinus. Yeah. In Turkish, sinus, it's the same. Yeah.
Right.
Almost the same.
Yeah.
Sinus.
Right.
Infected your no, how can I say?
Sinus, your sinuses, it's sinusitis. All these ducts, sinus ducts that are in here, the ducts.
Yeah.
The ducts, you know. If you do this every morning, it helps to clear out those ducts, right? Clear out the ducts, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, help to clear out the ducts. You should always stimulate the ducts. Let me ask you a question. One of the theories that I've been reading, okay? I know you like to read things. Do you want to read something? I don't want to like you don't mind talking about these medical terms. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I want to talk about, but before the lesson, I wrote something.
Okay.
I want you to check my writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked hard.
Nope. Not a problem, my friend. Send it to me. Let's link it up.
Okay. This here.
Okay.
I wrote myself.
Okay. Let me read it for you. Let me read it. Electrolization in medicine. Okay.
I think you know.
Yeah. Electrocause. Yeah. Okay. Electroservice. Now, is you talking about elective service? Oh, no. You're talking about something different. Okay, electrosurgery. Okay, I want you to, let me read it. So electrosurgery is the use of an alternative high-frequency polarity. Okay, all right. Electrical current. Okay, so is an alternative high-frequency polarity electrical current. Polarity, electrical current. I don't know if you want to separate those two. There's the use of an alternate high frequency polarity, or electrical current that creates polarity. Polarity is to pull apart, separate. Polar opposites, negative and positive, right? So I think, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just reading it here, is the use of an alternate electric current, a high frequency electric current that creates polarity in order to cut biological tissue, disperse clots, dry or fullerate tissue. Okay, it's too much information. You have too much information there. The sentence is too long.
Yeah. Fulgurate is mean to burn.
Okay.
Tissue.
Okay, so is the use of high frequency electric current to biological tissue to cut. Okay, so all right. So electrical, the first part, right? You're explaining first of all what is the electrical current, the purpose of it. It's a high frequency electrical current that polarizes. Okay.
Yeah.
Polarizes. Polarizes mean pulls apart, right? Then you could put a period there, full stop.
Can you write it down? I'm sorry, teacher.
Yeah, you could use a period, full stop. Use full stop. In other words, end the sentence there. End the sentence. You understand?
Yeah.
End the sentence. Okay, because you have a lot of information. Okay. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay. Electrical current. You should say the device. Okay. So like electrical current to create polarization, to cut biological tissue, not biological tissue to cut, but to cut biological tissue.
And to cut biological tissue.
Yeah, not biological tissue to cut biological tissue.
Okay.
Okay. Disperse.
Okay.
Disperse clots or DVTs, deep vein thrombosis, right? Clots. Okay, disperse clots, DVTs in the veins, deep vein thrombosis. Okay, disperse them. Dry or folate tissue. So you could keep that dry or and. Because you want to say dry or and, because you don't want to say one or the other, but both. Or and. It could be or it could be and. So how we write that like this, or/and.
All right.
Like this, or and. Okay?
Okay.
Tissue. Punta, period. Make a period there. The device used for this is called electrocautery machine. Period. The method applied is all okay. So you have two things. You said okay. Okay. So the device used is called electrocautery machine, which is in which the procedure is called electrocauterization, in which the method, the applicable method.
Oh, I see.
In which the applicable method is called, blank. It's called, so in which the applicable method is called cauterization. So the word cauterization is to cauterize, to make things, bring things together, to cauterize, to cut.
Yeah.
To cut. Okay? To cut. Cauterization. Or to mend situations. Okay.
Okay.
The use of heat for treatment dates back. Okay. The use of heat for treatment dates back to prehistoric times. Okay, good. Right. Like I guess in the old days it would take two sticks, both of them heated hot, and they go and that
very strong way.
And that cauterizes the skin. It ferments it together.
You separate of them.
Well, cauterization could be used in two ways. You could use the cut like a laser, or you could use cauterization to bring two parts that are separate and bring them together. Cauterization. Okay, then it creates scars. It creates a scar. Yeah. You understand?
to burn vein, for example, to stop bleeding.
Exactly. Beautiful, man. You're good. You're a good nurse. Yeah. Stop bleeding from a vein. Cauterizing. The hole is open. It cauterizes it, closes it. Okay, very good. Okay, so at that time. Okay, instead of saying at that time, in that period, or you could say in prehistoric. If you want to say at that time, in prehistoric time.
In prehistoric time.
Yeah. Stones were heated, or you could say, okay, in prehistoric time, heated stones were used to stop bleeding. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. So, but the method of giving heat to the tissue in medicine dates back to the 6th century BC. So
very old method. Yeah.
Right. So. Okay, so now prehistoric times is 6,000 BC prehistoric times? I don't think so. Prehistoric time. You understand?
Yeah, I see.
Because when you say it dates back to prehistoric times, and before we started coming up, we started writing history. Prehistoric.
When might?
Huh?
When might be? When?
Oh well, it could be 100,000 years ago. 100,000, a million years ago.
Yeah. I searched in Wikipedia, and it's written tissue in medicine dates back to the 6th century BC.
Okay, because
But different.
Remember, because that's written history. When we talk about BC, we're talking about written history. Mahendra in India goes back 5,000 BC. They have records of people having surgery on their brain, neurological surgery. Okay,
uncertain.
Right. So you could say the use of heat for treatment dates back to prehistoric, but most recently, medicine. We have discovered that this method of giving heat to the tissue in medicine. We have discovered that we have discovered articles or discovered evidence. We've discovered evidence, right? We've discovered evidence that shows that it dates back, evidence of this type of treatment being used in the 6th century BC. 6th century BC. Okay, so BC is before Christ.
Yeah.
So we're just talking about 600 years. 6th century. A century is 100 years. So 100 BC, 200 BC, 300 BC, 400 BC. So if you say 6th century BC, it's only 600 years.
Okay, I understand now. Yeah. It might be older than
maybe you're talking about 6,000 years BC.
Yeah, I see. I realize it. I realize it. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, because around the 6th century is when the Egyptians were around the 6th century.
Yeah, because Egyptian history is very old.
Right, but there's also evidence of that through the pirates, the wood, the paper, the hieroglyphics. They could prove.
Yeah, hieroglyphics. Yeah.
Right.
It's a good method to learn Egypt history. How can I say this? How can I pronounce it?
Hieroglyphics. Yeah. Hieroglyphics is where they use animals.
It's a paper, maybe. No.
Well, they found something called the Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone was a stone.
Rosetta Stone, yeah.
Was a stone found by a man named Rosetta that had hieroglyphics on it.
Papers.
Right.
I was saying that.
Right.
Papers.
Okay. The ancient Egyptians are also known to use heat for treatment of tumors. Electrical surgery were established in the late 1920s. Okay, so you got a lot of information there. So you could say additionally, use a transitional word. Additionally, ancient Egyptians also were known to use heat for treatment of tumors.
Were known.
Yeah. So you were known to use heat for treatment of tumors. Now, when you say electrosurgical units were established, because this is now later on, this is you're talking about 1920s. In the 1920s, in the late 1920s.
Yeah, so it's a different now because it was known different, but now it's believe in different. People believe in different.
Well, now you have the evidence, you have the information, you have evidence. Okay.
Yeah. So Egyptians were also.
Right, but Egyptian, I mean, that's maybe the 6th century BC. Okay. That would make sense because BC, Egyptian Cleopatra existed 3,300 BC.
Okay.
Yeah, King Tut. But anyway, that's irrelevant. What's relevant is you stop at that. You stop at tumors. In the late 1920s, electrosurgery units were established thanks to the collaboration between William T. Bovian, neurosurgeon Harvey Cushing.
Harvey Cushing, yeah.
Okay. You see how I phrased that? Did you see? You could always look back at the video and see how I phrased it. Okay. In the late 1920s, electrosurgical units were established thanks to the collaboration between William T.
Thanks to comma.
Yeah. Okay.
Your video.
Right. Full stop. Okay. As a result of the studies of scientists, who are experts in 2 different fields, but working for a common purpose, this tool is used for both cutting and coagulation during vascular brain surgery.
Is that concrete up to now? Is that correct up to now?
Yeah, so far so good, based on what I just said to you. But you just put the commas in. You have to put the commas in the right places.
Yeah.
Okay?
After the different
of scientists, who are experts in 2 different fields, but working
after the fields or before the fields?
After fields.
All right.
Yeah. But working for a common purpose, which is you have a comma, which is perfect. This tool because now you're referring back to the original tool, was used for both cutting and coagulation during vascular brain surgery. See, as I said to you, cutting and coagulation. I should be a doctor, man. I should be teaching medical terminology.
Yeah, you are maybe you are knowledge than me.
It's okay. Don't worry. No, I know a lot of stuff because I've always studied medicine. But
I need your knowledge.
That's okay. You have my knowledge whenever you need it, my friend. Okay. Now, as a result of the Cushing and Bovie studies published in detail.
Yeah.
You want to say, as a result of the Cushing and Bovie studies, published in detail. All
right.
Okay. And then you leave the comma where you are. Electrosurgical units, ESU, were widely started using were widely started.
Started.
Yeah, were widely used as a result of so studies. Were widely started being used. 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 You understand that?
Yeah, using.
No.
Use.
Well, because it's past. Were widely
started
being
used.
Okay.
Used.
Were widely started being used in the operating theater, or not in the operating theater, not in operating theaters, because you're talking about more than one. It's not the operating theater, in operating theaters around the world. You understand?
Being used and in the operating theaters. How can I say this?
Okay. Were widely started being used in operating, not in the. Take out the. Take out the.
Yeah, okay. Because not certain. In a.
No. Because a would be one.
In operating theaters. Okay. Not. It's only in.
Exactly. In operating theaters. Okay. Around the world. Period. Perfect. Okay. Electrosurgical ionic molecules use electrosurgical ionic molecules use the used with the ed, used or uses. Is it still currently being used? Do they still use that now?
I'm sorry. Can you explain?
Electrosurgical ionic molecules, are they being used today?
In
surgery, are they still being used?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now
they're used now. Okay.
Still used.
Okay. So then you would say electrical ionic molecules. Uses, not use. Uses.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no. You could. It's molecules. So let's leave use. Okay. Let's use use the radio frequency of alternating current. I guess alternating current, right? The radio frequency of alternating current, I think so, which causes the intracellular temperature to rise.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Intracellular.
Right.
Intracellular cellular temperature to rise.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
After the heart.
Okay. When intracellular temperature reaches 60 degrees, instantaneous cell death occurs. Instantaneous cell death occurs. That's excellent. Okay. If the intracellular temperature quickly reaches 100 Celsius, the intracellular material transforms, not transformation, transforms from liquid to gas.
Yeah.
Creating large volumetric expansion. Okay, well, let's see. From liquid to gas, causing large volumetric expansion as a result.
Large volumetric expansion happens as a evaporation. I cannot spell in this.
Evaporation occurs. Right. The intracellular material transforms from liquid to gas. Okay. Causing large volumetric expansion. Well, resulting in large expansion, in large volumetric results in large volumetric expansion. Okay. which results in explosive evaporation. No, okay. So, which not results. You don't want to use the same word. Which terminates, or which eviscerates.
Eviscerate.
Yeah, because explosive evaporation. The word explosive evaporation, right? There's no.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really say there's no such thing as okay, you don't. Evaporation doesn't explode.
Yeah.
Evaporation decimates. When something evaporates, you have water in a bottle, boiling water. When it evaporates, it doesn't explode, doesn't go up. It disappears.
Yeah.
It disappears.
Yeah.
So you can't.
Evaporation.
So you can't use the word expansion. Explosive. You can't use the word explosive.
Explosive instead of the.
I wouldn't use the word explosive. To me, is not the correct term. But this is your paper. I'm just saying. Evaporation doesn't explode.
Can you write it down? It's a big mixed. I'm sorry.
Okay. The intracellular material transmitted from liquid to gas results in large volumetric expansion. Results in
explode reparation occur. Is that occurred?
Occurs, yeah. Large volumetric expansion occurs. Result
in. I need to add S.
Yeah. Anyway, that's okay. I mean, I would have to work on that. One of the most important benefits is that it breaks the connection between blood vessels and tissues precisely, so it has critical importance during surgery. Okay, so if you want to put comma, it has precisely, so okay.
Precisely.
It is a treatment that gives. It's a treatment that results in that gets quick results. It's a treatment that gives rapid results. Instead of quick results, use the word rapid as a synonym. Rapid.
Then I'm sorry, teacher. I don't know how can I write it.
Rapid results.
Rapid, yeah. I heard it.
Instead of quick, rapid. It's the same thing, but it's a better word to use.
Yeah. Rapid.
Yeah. In this context, okay.
I can write then rapid quick. No, get rapid results.
Rapid results, right? It's a treatment that gives, instead of get together, just say that gives rapid results.
Rapid. I'm adding my.
Or you could say you could say gives practical. Gives rapid practical results. Gives rapid practical results. Gives rapid practical results.
Okay.
Gives rapid, because you repeat the word practical, but you don't need to do that. So you say rapid.
I'm listening to you.
Okay, rapid. Okay, I'll continue there. Okay, the results.
Okay.
Especially for the prevention of blood loss in cases with high blood loss. Okay, yeah. So
especially for the prevent, I can use this extra.
Especially to prevent.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially to prevent blood loss in cases with high blood loss. Right. With cases of blood loss in cases of what's another word? High blood loss.
High blood loss.
Well, I mean that's you need a
Yeah, I knew it.
Or the necessity for transfusions, blood transfusions. Like anyway, it's okay. To in other words, to stop the flow of blood in
flow of the blood. Yeah,
right.
Flow.
To stop the flow of blood. Right.
Yeah.
That's where you use cauterization. Cauterize the veins to stop it. You stop it from going through penetrating. It's like this, and you stop it. So you cauterize it.
It smells very bad.
Yeah.
Have you ever smelled it?
I have.
Cauterizing.
I have. Yeah. Well,
in the operation rooms.
Yeah. I had an example. For example, I had eye surgery, and I was awake, and I heard, I saw the smoke coming from the laser. Kept you open. So it is okay. So far so good. You have everything.
Which one is it? So it's the less costly.
Next one we're getting on, it is less costly than laser and cryptotherapy. So cold therapy. Cold, freezing, frozen, freezing, ice, crypto.
Freezing therapy or cold therapy?
No. Well, cryptotherapy is cold. Crypto is freezing. Yeah, cryptotherapy. Right.
Okay.
And also one-time treatment is okay. Is less and okay. Is less. It is less costly than because usually one-time treatment is enough. Because usually one-time treatment is enough. You understand? Because usually one-time treatment is enough. Because one-time treatment is enough.
Okay, I wrote it.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, so however, okay. So you could say is enough in comparison, comma, is enough. And then you're going to use the word comma in comparison, comma. Well, no, just say no. You don't need a comma. Just say in comparison to laser treatment. Comma.
In comparison
to laser treatment, which requires treatment.
In comparison,
right?
Laser
in comparison to laser treatment.
In comparison to laser
treatment.
In comparison. In comparison, laser to
laser treatment.
To laser treatment.
Okay. Which normally requires a few treatments to resolve the problem, which requires extra treatments to resolve the problem.
Which required. Okay,
great. However, there are some disadvantages of this technique. There are some disadvantages of this technique. Of this technique. It can be painful. Painful treatment, and wounds can take weeks to heal. Okay.
Yeah.
So it can result in painful treatment. Not painful treatment. When you say painful treatment, you mean the actual act is painful? What do you mean by painful treatment? What
painful? After the treatment, you can feel might feel pain.
Okay. So after the treatment, you might feel pain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I can say this.
So you can't say You can't say painful treatment. Okay. You can say it can result in painful
method.
No, post-operation.
And post-operation. Wow. Man, you know.
Bringing you, baby. Bringing you up to ski, baby. I'm booking you. The man, they're going to make you the director, el director, the director of the Turkish. Then you could hire me as your consultant. Give me a big salary, like Erdogan.
What did you say? I'm sorry?
I said you could. I'm going to make sure you become the director.
Yeah.
So you could hire me as a consultant.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I just give me a penthouse apartment in Istanbul, and enough food to eat, and a weekly massage. That's it. I'm in business.
Actually, he probably give a lot of money, but he doesn't give enough money to people, to population in Turkey.
Right.
But he give money around.
Right.
Yeah, for example, relatives.
Of course. Yeah, it's called nepotism.
Nepotism. Write it down. I'm sorry. I want to learn this. Nepotism.
It means nepotism means giving money to your relatives. You supporting your relatives.
Yeah, favoritism to relatives.
Giving them jobs, high level jobs. Them in charge of the airlines, Turkish Airlines.
Yeah, very common in Turkey, unfortunately. Very separated, all Turkey.
Listen to me.
If you,
in America, we have the same problem. Okay, president.
Yeah, no problem. I know.
No different. You got Trump and his in-laws. Okay, running the White House. No, same story. No big difference. Okay. All right. So. However, there are some disadvantages. It can result in painful post-operation.
Yeah, I took a note. It might be not me. It might occur.
Right.
On the body, while incisions make. I didn't change passive for passive. What can I say? Passive sentence. Incisions made, while incisions are made.
Incisions. Okay. Let me just finish.
Are made.
Okay. So let me just finish up. Painful. Okay. It can result in painful post-operative recovery. Post-operative recovery. Post-operative recovery.
Painful post-operative
recovery.
Yeah, recovery.
Yeah, recovery.
Okay.
Take you to the next level.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry. Begin the sentence.
Okay. Okay. There are some disadvantages of this technique. It can result in painful post-operative recovery. Wherein.
Yeah. Wherein
the wounds take weeks to heal. The word wherein the wounds take weeks to heal. Or permanent scarring. Yeah, to the operation site. The operation site, right?
Okay.
How would you call that? Where the operation, if you operated on the wrist, how would you call that? The operation site?
Risk. maybe.
No. It's a wrist. But what if you operate? You're not talking about the heart. We're talking about the site, the actual position. SIT, site. It's a place, the operation, the operative place, the operative. Okay, that's okay.
Write it down. Site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the operative location or operative site. You know.
Yeah, I don't have enough. No.
Okay, don't. No. That's all right. That's okay. That's what it means. Okay. While incisions make
passive.
Okay, with the scaffold turns into clean room with minimal tissue. While incisions made with made, not make, made
passive
past tense, made with a scaffold, not the scaffold, with a scaffold. Yeah, because that means any scaffold. With a scaffold can turns into a I don't usually like the word turns into. The word and maybe you don't want to use the word results all the time, but results in a clean wound with minimal tissue damage.
Yeah.
Additionally, because you want to add on to that, additionally, or furthermore, next sentence, furthermore, electrocausatory can cause varying degree, not various, varying degree of burns, varying degrees of burns in the tissue, in the tissues. Punta, full stop.
Yeah. How what do you think about my writing?
Excellent. I love it. It stimulates me to hear this kind of information. I like it.
Yeah.
You just need to fine tune it a little bit, and you're being like a gold medal. You get to, they'll call you up to the front. Hamza, come up here, my friend. We're giving Hamza a special recognition for his amazing work that he has presented to us today.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I will present this topic.
Okay.
And I want to talk about after lesson. By the way, did you see our new schedule? I will add that new days.
Okay.
To our schedules.
Okay.
And then we will speak a lot of time.
Okay. Sounds good, Hamza, my friend. Anything to help you. I want to get you to the next level. It's not a question of not only learning English, but also learning it intellectually, being able to express yourself in a way that is smashing. That people would say, wow, that's the difference. You understand?
Yeah.
There's a guy named, there's a famous chef, and he always says, let's kick it up a notch, kick it up a notch.
Kick it up?
Kick it up a notch. Yeah.
It's a process, man. It's a process.
Kick it up a notch. Hold on. Yeah. NOCH. I guess it's NOCH. Kick it up a notch. Kick it up a notch. Yeah.
Do you want to have cologne?
Oh, I don't know, my friend. NOUCH. How you spell notch? NOU notch. NOUCH. Maybe kick it up a notch. Maybe this got a K and H. No, it's not. Notch. Yeah, I figured it out. Kick it up a notch. NOCH. Maybe this is it. I don't know. Notch.
The last.
I'll have to figure that. Okay, my friend. I'll send it to you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay. Good work.
Yes. Thank you, teacher. Thank you for.